Good day, everyone. This is my report about the teacher in the classroom and community, which includes the 21st century teacher and the demands of society from a teacher as a person. Okay, so here are the objectives. At the end of the lesson, we are expected to first is identify what is a 21st century teacher. Second is demonstrate understanding about the demands of society from a teacher as a person. And third is exhibit professional behavior as a 21st century teacher in relation to the demand of the society to the teacher as a person. Before we are going to proceed with the discussion, let's have first a motivational activity that will help us to generate ideas that will be tackled in the discussion. Okay, here is the situation. Miss Reyes is a new teacher. During her first few weeks in school, she felt like quitting teaching. At the end of the day, she is totally burned out. So here are the questions. What are the skills that you think Miss Reyes should have? Okay. As a teacher, how can she manage herself? Last is, what do you think are the expectations of the community to Miss Reyes as a teacher, as a person? So these are the questions that would help us to have an idea on what we are going to discuss. So discussion. The 21st century teacher. According to Cox 2018, there are 6 key characteristics of a 21st century teacher. This includes the following. Okay, they are adaptive. 21st century teachers are the person who can adapt, who is flexible to the every situation that they will be in. And next is lifelong learners. They are the people or the teachers that has the idea that learning is very important. So they want to learn something every day. Next is they are tech savvy. So they put time on learning different technologies that they can use in their teaching careers. Next is know how to collaborate. The 21st century teachers know how to collaborate because they have that idea that collaboration is the key for them to have a better idea about the education process and the different learning methods that they can use in their classroom. Next is they are forward thinkers. They always think of the future of their students, the possible career of their students in the future, the knowledge that they instill in the mind of the students are useful in the future of the students. Next is advocates for the profession. So 21st century teachers really gives enough time and effort in their profession. They really give their best in everything that they do in teaching. So these are the 21st century skills or characteristics of a teacher. So they have these characteristics that will help the students to grow and to become a globally competitive individual in the future. So the next topic is the demands of society from the teacher as a person. So what do you think are the expectations of the society from the teacher as a person? Do you have any idea? So as a teacher who is also a member in a society, society has a high expectation from us. Here is teachers have great influence in the lives of their learners. So we are expected to influence the lives of our learners, the students. We need to be a catalyst for change. That is the most, that is what society thinks from us as a teacher. Next is they are expected to be professionally competent in the practice of their profession. So the society demands us to be more professional in the when we practice our profession. We need to be we need to have that competitive look in order to attain the demands of the society, so that we will be a good educator that puts our minds and heart in our profession. So next is, moreover, they need also to possess good reputation, not only in school but in the entire community. So as an educator, really we have that reputation to take care, and that reputation gives us the good look in the society. So if we have that good reputation, it is very important for us educator, because it is who we are in the society. It is what people think about us. So in the Article 11 of the Code of Ethics for professional teachers includes the demands of the society or community to the teacher as a person. So do you have an idea of what is the Code of Ethics? It is a guideline or a code wherein the professional teachers have to follow. And here in the Article 11, we can see the demands of the society of the teacher as a person. So Article 11, the teacher as a person. So here is it. Section 1. A teacher is above all a human being endowed with life, for which it is the highest obligation to live with dignity at all times, whether in school, in home, or elsewhere. So as a teacher, we have that dignity, and everywhere we go, we are endowed with the highest obligation to have that dignity in ourselves. It may be in school, in home, or everywhere we go. We should carry it wherever we go, that dignity. So community, or the community demands us to have that dignity within ourselves, and we shouldn't take it for granted. Next is, a teacher shall place premium upon self-discipline as the primary principles of personal behavior in all relationships with others in all situations. So as an educator, we have to behave as much as we can. We will think before we act, because many people are looking on us. They have that expectations that we have to behave in all the relationships and situations that we have. It either be in school, outside the school premises, or in the community. We should practice the self-discipline, especially the good personal behavior. Next is, a teacher shall maintain at all times a dignified personality which could serve as a model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and all others. So as an educator, we serve as a model of the younger generations, or even not the younger, even the entire people in the community. We are the model, and we need to act as one. We don't we don't have to talk much. As long as we have that self-discipline, we are able to have a good characteristic, then we can be a good model in our society. So that is what the society demands us, to be a good role model but to the learners, peers, and other people in the community. Next is section 4. A teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God as guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations. So we should not forget that there is a God on everything that we do. So having that mindset wherein we always think of God when we do something, it is what society demands from us. We need to have a faith in God, and wherein that the God guide us in all the things that we do, especially in teaching the students. Okay. Next is, so after we have discussed what are your realization as a student who aims to become a teacher in the future. What are the things that have come up in your mind when we have discussed the topic about the 21st century teachers? So do you have that characteristics or skills as a future educator? Or what are the skills that you have that is need to be developed in order to attain that 21st century's characteristics of a teacher? Okay, so in terms of the demands of the society, what do you think is the most important behavior of a teacher that you have that attain the demands of the society for you as a person? So these are the questions that I think comes up into your mind while we have a discussion. And to summarize, to have a recap about what we have discussed. So we have discussed the 21st century teacher. So 21st century teachers are those teachers who looks forward to the future. They are aware of the different technologies that is useful in their class, and they also look for the opportunities that their students can have in the future, and they are advocates towards thinking and planning to ensure that all students are not left behind. And for those 6 characteristics according to Cox, these are the 21st century teachers are adaptive, they are lifelong learners, they are tech savvy, they know how to collaborate, they look forward, and last is they are advocate for the profession. And the demands of the society in the Philippine Code of Ethics for professional teachers. So those sections of the Article 11 in the Code of Ethics will help us to know our limitations as an educator in the future. And we should instill that in our mind and in our heart in order for us to become a good role model educator. So before I will end my discussion, I will give you this quote. If we teach today as we taught yesterday, we rob our children of tomorrow, by John Dewey. So that summarized my report, and I hope you have learned something from my discussion. And if you have any clarifications or questions, just comment down below and I will answer it. And if you want to have another idea or to gain more idea about my report, here is the references of my report. So that would be all, and I hope you have learned something from my discussion. See you in the next one. Bye!